Do I have one? Let me see if I can this would work. Okay. Okay. Finally, my hands are free. Okay. Jeez. I wonder if my Facebook people know I came on a new one. Okay. Access have a waiting room color. Okay. So I'm going to reiterate what I've said before. Are people coming back on? Okay. Sweet. Okay. So now I'm not frozen anymore. Awesome. Facebook and Twitter cannot handle me right now. Okay. So, reiterate. Tomorrow, when you're going to be buying the tickets, Access lets you get into their waiting room 30 minutes ahead of time, which will be 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. If you live in another state in a different time zone, make sure that you look at for Pacific Standard Time at 10 a.m. Okay? Is the GA not as good as it seems? I honestly haven't had GA. My GA experience with BTS was at Jimmy Kimmel. If you could say that was GA. Kinda, yeah, because I was on the floor standing. So, I'm so nervous to type. It's okay. I totally understand. Please be comfortable when you're there. Don't wear crazy heels to be taller because your feet will die. Just make sure that you keep safe too, because people will push. I would be lying if I said Army don't push, okay? They do push. You just have to really be careful. There's a lot of people that say short people should not be in GA. I say who cares? I mean, who's going to dictate between what's short and what's tall? So they say platform shoes are ideal and heels are suicide, and I can totally agree. But just please make sure that if you do get GA, and if you can, wiggle your way around. Make sure that you don't get stepped on. Make sure that if someone tall is in front of you, make sure that you try to go somewhere where they're not. But being in GA, the stage is taller than you are. You have to remember that. So even if you're in GA, you still see the boys. The only reason people really want to be in GA is because they want to be in the very, very front. In the front where the rails are, because they want to try to have the boys touch their hands or them touch the boys. I will let you know now that between you and the stage, there is at least a 5 to 6 foot gap. There would be security guards standing in between you and the boys, just for the safety of the boys and for the safety of the fans. So even you're gonna really want to try to reach out, but if they have it set up differently, they won't really reach out and touch you. Or if they want to, they can. Like, it's totally up to the boys, and it's totally up to how security sets up the barrier gates between you and the boys. How fast do tickets sell out? Well, last year tickets sold out within minutes. I would say like 3 to 5 minutes, I think. So this year, since there are totally more armies, I have no idea. It could be seconds, or it could even be 1 minute. Like, we have no clue. Or if the way that Access is going to be setting up the way to buy tickets, like, we honestly have no idea how they're going to be spreading out that. Let me see if I can fix this. Whoops. Sorry, Twitter. Okay. Let's see. Okay, wow, this is perfect. Now I don't have to use my hand to hold anything. Let's see. Is it okay for a senior to be in general admission? A senior meaning like an old person? Like 60 years old? I would say why not? I mean, they don't need to be in the very front because the way that GA is, they have that general area for you and they number it by how many people can be stand comfortably per seat. So let's say if they have like, I don't know, 400 chairs that could be sitting down there, they'll sell maybe like 400 tickets. But technically, people don't take up as much room as seats. So everybody crushes together and there's still room in the back for other armies. Sometimes people are dancing back there while they're dancing. It's really cool. So, yeah, just let the senior citizen know that they will be standing for about 5 hours. BTS is no joke. And of course, they do their little breaks in the in-between, which is totally okay. It gets hot in the stadium. Yes, it does. Especially if you're going to be in general admission. It's super hot. But when you are up in the stands, it's not that bad because you're up higher. But then again, heat rises. But not a lot of people are moving around you. Being in general admission, everybody's hot, jumping, sweating. So it's pretty intense. Okay. I have to go through security checks so many times when I use Ticketmaster Access. Is that normal, or could it be that I was using one account for a few different devices? Honestly, some venues have hockey. I see them before. It'd be cool and beautiful. God bless. I think the Staples Center is basketball, so maybe not. Security checks is totally normal. Just make sure you go with the flow. Make sure that you just do whatever it asks you because they're trying not to have bots by them or just random scalpers. So just do the security checks. I've gone through security checks. It's like, please select the images that have a traffic sign, or please select the images that have a tree or whatever. So it's just their way of filtering people. So don't worry about that. What's the best seat in the house? So if you want to be seated, I would say the best seats are like P1 sitting and P2. I still have my drawing. Okay. So if you're in this general area, a blackout, it's pretty amazing. Even these people back here, usually like P1, P2, it's really amazing because you are like eye level to them, and then you just see them, and when they look out in the crowd, like it looks like they're legit looking at you, even though they may not be. But P2 and P1 sitting is really good. 3 minutes, but I'm dead. So 3 minutes is supposedly just a rumor that happened. One of my mutuals said. It said it sold out in about 30 minutes. So, like I said, it really depends on what day you're buying for. Like Saturday, everybody's gonna want Saturday, so make sure you're very careful with that. I know that general admission standing is split into 2 sections. Would you recommend trying to get in front of the main stage or in front of the small stage? Well, tickets are releasing waves, so less than 10 minutes would never happen. Okay, that's what I thought too. So I had a mutual that says tickets are released in waves, so having them all sold out within like 3 to 5 minutes is impossible. Okay, so general admission, I saw on the map standing are these 3 little squares. 1, 2, 3. Comparing to last year only for Wings Tour, they did a very, very good job at being at the main stage and at being on the extended stage. So honestly, if you were anywhere in the area, you got a good view of the boys. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you get to see the front of them, which is amazing. You get to see the back of them, which a lot of people is good too. That is also very true. Another mutual said that the main stage is super tall, which is understandable because they have all the equipment and stuff down there. So it may hurt your neck if you're standing too close, but if you're going to be at the extended stage, it's more about like our height, like 6 feet. So then you don't have to look up as high and you can still see them good. So, but I would still say any of the general admission area is amazing. Just if you want to general admission, that'd be good too. But then again, I don't know if they're gonna really have barricades or if it's literally everybody just gonna be squished together. And I feel like it's gonna be everybody squished together and they're not gonna barricade that. It just wouldn't really make sense to me. Can we buy in Powerhouse? Yes, Nicole, you can buy Powerhouse. I'm pretty sure of that. Like I said, me personally, I'm gonna be doing both Powerhouse and Axis. Do you know, could you tell if you're going to be in the front section of GA or the section behind the stage on their website when you get the ticket? When they do that, they don't really tell you if you're going to be on the floor sitting or if you're going to be seating. Well, that's how it was last year at least. But I hope this year that they have a better way of like telling you that you will be sitting P1 or if you are standing P1. So I honestly have no clue on that, how Axis and how Staples Center is going to do that. I hope I said that good. Is my music in the background too loud? I just didn't want it to be like awkward and quiet or something. Okay. It's fine. Okay, great. So okay. I know that a lot of you, this may be your first time, or a lot of you, this may be your second time. Do 14-year-old need a parent to come with them? Do tickets come with sound check? The tickets, they said that they're going to send out an email confirming if you got sound check or not. So they said to just look out for that. But if you get P1, even within P1, it's random. So not everybody from P1 is going to be getting those tickets. Who is your bias? Jin is my bias. He's amazing. And 14-year-olds, it's totally okay as long as you have a ticket. They've said that before. As long as you have a ticket, then you're good. I'm nervous. I'm too short for GA. How short are you? Hi, Key, first time. What time should I get there? Camping is allowed, but I don't want to show up at 6 a.m. near the issue away. Okay, so if you have GA, it honestly depends on the venue because some places will let you, some places will not let you. So it honestly really depends. I don't want you guys to go and wait out there and then security guard tells you to leave and then, you literally have nowhere to go. But at the same time, there is a girl who is about 2 feet tall and does GA all the time. You're never too short. How old is this person that's 2 feet tall? Is she like 10 years old or something? So if you have GA, I would say wait, but please make sure if you can or cannot camp out so you don't have to waste your time. If you do have assigned seating, don't waste your time waiting in line unless it's for merch. Thank you. My hair is like, I have a love-hate relationship with it. My hair, the brown was like up here and then it just started growing and I just gave up on it. You're 5 feet. Girl, you are fine. 5 feet tall, that is nothing. I know that there are a lot of other armies who are super tall. I saw this tweet saying that she's like 5'10", and hey, hopefully there's just not a lot of those 5'10" girls. Yes, definitely. I would suggest call the stadium and ask about if you could camp out or not. A lot of them try not to, only because they know it's dangerous. So I would say just make sure and call ahead of time. You gas because gin is yours too. Oh, that's awesome. We need more gin stands out here. I'm nervous they won't let me in because my mom don't really want to go with me. Well, like I said before, they've announced that as long as you have a ticket, you are okay to go, because people were wondering if you can get in if you're 16 and under. Do you need an adult? And they haven't said anything about the adult part, but they just said everybody just needs a ticket. If I get tickets, I'm gonna need platform shoes. Yes, do that. Get platform shoes. If you want to buy an army bomb, is it better to buy at the venue? Well, the thing about the ones at the venue is it comes with batteries, and they're official. So if you buy them from somewhere online, you don't really know if they're official or not, unless it's like an official K-pop group. Yes, that's true. K-pop group. I mean, K-pop store. Last year, the army bombs were $60. So if you want to spend that, do it. I don't even. Do we know if they're even making a Gen 3 for army bombs, or is it just still Gen 2? Because if it's Gen 3 and you want Gen 3, then wait. But if you want to get discount, people would still buy Gen 1 or it costs the same if you buy it on the Big Hits official website because of the international shipping. Yes, very true. That's why it's really hard for me to convince myself to buy official merch, only because shipping and handling is literally an arm and a leg. I am so not camping out. Downtown LA is scary. Yes, and I think that's why a lot of venues, especially in the LA area, do not want to let people camp out, only because they know it's dangerous and they don't want to put people in danger like that. Yes, we do. Gin is life. I can't wait to see my husband. I'm going to experience that world by handsome life. Oh, Marissa, you've never seen them live. It is an experience. Like I said, I've only I've only was into BTS for about 2 months. And so when I saw them, I was like, it doesn't matter. I'll get P6, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I don't want to spend so much money to see them. And when I did, I cried the entire time. I've never done that before at a concert. It's truly amazing. And I think the energy from all the other armies is just it's so surreal, especially seeing them perform and live, and they sound amazing and they look amazing. They look amazing, they sound amazing live, and it makes you want to see them even more, and it makes you just, it's kind of like a drug. I've never done drugs before in my life, but but what I hear is that it's addicting, and like some people who are totally addicted to drugs will just do whatever it takes to see them again, and that is totally me. Like, oh my gosh, I want to see them every opportunity I can. And I know that people say that that's very selfish of me, but at the same time, I feel like everybody would, like it's just an opportunity to see them, because you never know. You never know when BTS is going to come back again, especially for those countries that BTS hasn't gone to, and now they're going to for the world tour. So it's just an amazing, surreal experience. But the difference between Army Bomb is it's just the way that they look. It's nothing. The sole purpose of it is still a light stick, so it still does its job. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Is it cutting off for you guys? Oh, I hope I'm not cutting off on Twitter. Okay. That version. That version was the army bomb at the. Oh, what? So last year it was the new one, part 2, and so I'm just curious if they're going to be releasing a part 3. How do we buy concert merch during the concert? What are the average prices? So, average, of course, they mark it up because